Hi YouTube, this is Kristen Moonrise. Welcome back to my channel. I am an identity and empowerment coach for driven, self-led women who are ready to drop their old stories and create new realities for themselves. You can visit my websites and links below in the description box where you can work with me directly in my Celestial Relationship Program. This is for women who are ready to own their desire for marriage and who want to date for marriage. You can also find my self-led course, From Single to Married in Months, all linked in the description box below. So one of the things I really like to do is sign up for master classes and online summits for inner work and self-development. And so I found a recurring theme, even outside of the master classes and online things. I see this in my everyday life, and that is the fact that there are a lot of people who say that they want change, but they are standing in the way of their own progress. And this is no judgment. I have been there. I'm just simply pointing out a recurring theme. And so one of the master classes that I attended in the past week, um, there were a couple women on the call who was really having trouble with their self-concept, really seeing themselves as powerful women. And so the coach of the master class was, giving one of the women just all of the affirmations and strong, empowering words and helping her navigate her issue. But the client or woman on the call just kept saying, but this, but that, but this, but, and she just couldn't stop. So the coach was trying to help, but the client was rejecting every word that the coach was saying. Also, within the week, a family member called me about another family member who, despite having a graduate degree, cannot keep a job, cannot hold a job, let alone create a career path for themselves. So the family member continues to blame their coworkers at every job that they've had up until they end up getting fired, and the whole cycle repeats itself. So the family member gets hired at a particular job, and rightfully so, that job has expectations of its employees. And then the family member complains about the work and gets fired. And so I even joked on the phone with the family member that called me and I asked, how many presidential administrations, how many more presidential administrations are we going to go through before this whole thing just stops? And so this person has received their graduate degree during Obama's first term and has been struggling personally ever since. I have even had some in-person conversations with people that I know about the stories that have kept them stuck for years. So change only happens when you have decided, when you have made the decision that now is the time. Change only happens when you have become so sick and tired of the story and the situation. You're telling the story to people and they've heard it from you before so much that their eyes are glazing over and they can repeat your story back to you. So if you haven't made that internal decision to change, then the problem simply isn't bad enough or dire enough for you to take action. Like with my family member, I don't even consider what they are going through a problem until they say that it is and until they put in the effort to change it and not expecting other people to help them find a job. So this is what I do and what I would suggest. When I decide that I want to manifest something, I tell God, Lord, don't let anything stand in the way of my manifestation, including myself. If I am the one thing that is standing in the way of receiving that manifestation, have me move aside. And God will then reveal to me that either myself or something or someone else is standing in the way, and He will then open the door. So your desire to be, do, and have what you want to do, what you want to manifest, should be greater than continuing this hyperloop of self-sabotage. So do this one thing, meditate or journal on it, and ask yourself, what is my biggest problem that I have right now? Lay it all out and think of all of the possibilities on how it can be resolved. Can you hire a coach or a professional? Do you need more clients or a new job? A new location? Do you need to make a phone call? And then ask yourself, what am I willing to do today to get the solution ball running? And don't include what someone else needs to do first in order for you to make a move. Or you can't make a move unless they do something. This is your problem to solve. Plus, the other person has their own things that they've got to do. And lastly, meditate or journal on how it feels to have that problem solved and live in that feeling, knowing that the problem is resolved. You have to want to create the change. You have to create the change in your mind and body first. You have to imagine yourself as a changed woman or person. A changed version of yourself can be you if you declare it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are a woman who is ready to own her desire to be married and want to date for marriage, you can work with me one-on-one in my Celestial Relationship Program. You can also find my self-paced course From Single to Married in Months, all linked in the description box. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.